Hey guys, it's Netcase. Normally, I don't do voiceovers for Fan Art Fridays. It's kind of been a running thing since I've started doing these that I haven't done voiceovers since the very first one. But this one in particular is one that I thought I should do a voiceover for. The reasoning behind this one wasn't because somebody voted for them on polls and stuff like that. This is a very self-indulgent fan art for myself. This is a character from the movie Thief and the Cobbler. If you're aware of it, you may know that there's like a lot of sordid history with this movie. Halfway through production or so, it was passed off to another animation team, so on and so forth. So there's like the original version that was aired, and then there's like the cobbled together version that, you know, is supposed to be more accurate to what the original story was supposed to be, even though it doesn't really change the story. But yeah. But to me, as I think a 6 or 7-year-old, the first time I saw this movie, it really impacted me for how I looked at animation. I always thought animation was like what Disney did, and around the same time as this, I had seen only Disney things, because again, I was like 7 or 8. But my friend had this movie, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I would ask to watch it almost every time I was over at her house. I think eventually, finally, I got a version of the film and watched it as much as I could as well. And I knew that the guy behind this, he was the director, a producer, a voice actor for the movie, character designer, lead animator. He was also big in other things, but his name was Richard Williams, and he recently passed away. But this movie left a very big impact on me, and I wanted to do a speed paint video based on one of the characters that always left me, I guess, inspired. He is very creepy. Zigzag was supposed to be a very creepy villain, and even something I didn't realize until I was dissecting the character to do this fan art, that I realized that he doesn't have 5 fingers, he has 6. It's another reason his hand movements were so distinct to me, I'm sure. And yeah, it was my way of, I don't know, remembering Mr. Williams through the way that he inspired me. I've mentioned to a lot of people before that this movie and Hellboy, the comics, were specifically the biggest thing that I ever found that showed me that you didn't have to fit your art style into a neat little box. It didn't have to all be the same. You didn't have to draw like Disney or like DC or like Marvel to be able to do something. And even though I'm not usually a big fan of villains, Zigzag happens to be probably my favorite villain. The Thief and the Cobbler is maybe not the best story out there, but if you're looking for something that is visually appealing and so different, that's what it is. And my young self just gravitated so much towards all of these characters that didn't look the same, didn't have like the same feel to them, all being in the same movie, backgrounds being completely different, and just the settings being changed by not just the characters, but the backgrounds and the music and everything. So yeah, I know this might sound sappy, but this is just kind of my way of dealing with losing somebody that I never met and never would, but who inspired me. So, I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed this speed paint, and the next one should be happier, and I probably won't do a voiceover. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!